Okay, so I have all the materials I need to do the get this starter culture of these brand new white worms set up rather. So I'm going to use this larger container because I find white worms do a lot better in larger containers than smaller containers. Like the larger container in that white worm culture is just a lot more stable, easier to manage and stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how these guys compare to the regular white worms. I mean, I have no problem culturing my white worms, but just having another different live food source is always good. Then I'm also going to refresh these cultures of grindle worms too. So let's see. I do have a video on how I maintain my worm cultures, so that you can check that part out. So I'm gonna do this first because I already have a video on this whole deal. Alright, so the grindle worms are split and refreshed. I'm adding like, I'm filling it like halfway up, maybe, what is this, 1.5 inches of media, maybe more. In Greg's videos on his website, or rather pictures, it looks like these worms climb a lot. So I'm going to give them a lot of space. And then let's open this bad boy up. It's interesting, they don't seem to be as light sensitive as regular white worms, because my regular white worms, if I had them out here, they would have all climbed into the media like within 10 minutes. And these guys have been sitting here for about, 15 minutes, and they haven't disappeared. So let's see what this looks like. Oh man, check out all these worms. Let's see how it smells. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, some of them, so you can always expect some of them to die in transit. This is really wet. I am amazed how wet this peat is. So I normally keep my worms pretty dry. So I'm definitely going to have to add some moisture into this until I know how these work. And in his instructions, he says that he keeps them pretty moist too. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a learning experience. So I'm going to wash, he says to just put them on the surface here to start the new culture, and then sprinkle some of the chicken feed on top, which that definitely is chicken feed. Yeah, that's the next step. Okay, so I'm going to use a turkey baster. See if I can do this one-handed. This is just some tank water and my turkey baster, and I'm just going to rinse these worms into it so I don't lose them. So there's some worms, got it. I'll go back and do that with 2 hands, and then I'm going to dump this in here. Ooh, lots of worms. And I'm going to rinse this out and spread it out using 2 hands. So, oh my gosh, I was breaking it apart, and I found a red wiggler in here too. I think I want to feed it to my pufferfish. I wonder what it's going to be like. And oh my gosh, this smells so bad. I can't get him out. Where did my pufferfish go? He was watching me the entire time. Let's see if I can find him. Puff. Well, let me get him. Okay, there he is. I'm expecting this to be absolute carnage. So, let me see if I can just drop this in. Oh, man. Okay, so it's up there. Let's see if he sees it. There's the worm. Where's the fish? Oh, there he goes. Oh my goodness. Oh, jeez. Wow, he really likes it. Oh, wow. Oh, look, and there's a ghost shrimp that wants a piece. Oh, nope, it's all gone. Wow, that happened really fast. Maybe I'll have to get worms for my pufferfish too. He already eats white worms, but he really liked that. Okay, so I'm continuing to get the worms out of the container. I put some water in here using the turkey baster, and I'm just wetting, you know, just getting everything out that way using the turkey baster, and then I'm using my fork to kind of break up clumps. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wet it quite a bit to match how wet the peat was that the worms came in. So I'm gonna keep doing that. So yeah, again, I'm basically just using my turkey baster while I'm working. Okay, so I'm just continuing to kind of break up the clumps and everything between the starter culture and the new media. I'm just using a fork to break it up. I like forks because you can like turn it around and do this, and then you can use the back side to gently pat it down. I find that worms actually like it whenever you pat it down, like not make it super compact, but just pat everything down so it's level. And then I'm also using water and the turkey baster to moisten up the substrate. So yeah, looking good. Let's see, make sure that there's no standing water on the bottom, that it's still just being absorbed. It's amazing how absorbent peat and core coconut fiber is. How they are. Grammar. So anyway, I think this is good. I'm not going to be harvesting from this culture anytime soon. I'm just going to be feeding it and letting the worms multiply. And there are tons of worms in here. So I'm sure it's going to be a thriving culture soon. Okay, and then just like in his directions, I think this is good. It seems pretty wet, which I guess is what these worms like, judging by what was in the container. I cleaned it all out, both sides of the lid, because some of the worms did escape through the holes, no matter what you do. And yeah, see how this goes. Tons of worms in here. This was a great starter culture. So I'm going to take the chicken feed. Oops, sorry. Take the chicken feed and just put a sprinkle of chicken feed on top. It's really interesting that they found this particular species of white worm on chicken feed sacks. So, don't want to overfeed, but there are a lot of worms in here, including those red wigglers. Okay. And yeah, I'm going to put the container lid on rather. Okay. And then this will just be in the drawer over there. Oh yeah, always remember to label. Alright, so I got my label, room temp white worms from Greg Sage. Started the culture 2/4/17. So I'll just put it to the side. Cha-chink. There you go. Hopefully this is wet enough. Maybe I'll add some more. Yeah, it seems pretty wet. Okay, well, we'll see. You don't really know until, you try it out. So that was so nice of him to send chicken feed. I definitely don't have chicken feed with me. So I might have to find a store that has chicken feed for these worms. So, and then I think I'm just going to put it in this, well, I'm going to have to clean out the drawer, but I am going to put it in that drawer. So, if you like these videos, oh look at how fat my pufferfish is. You loved that red worm, didn't you, little stinker? He loved that worm. Maybe I'll have to find red wigglers for him too. But look how chubby he is. Anyway, if you like what I'm doing, then feel free to hit that subscribe button. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.